So here we are. It is spring of 2020 and all of us around the globe are unfortunately stuck at home in quarantine for the unforeseeable future. Besides the obvious anxieties and difficulties and issues that many of us are facing right now, there's an extra element of frustration for people who rely on or need or just simply want to travel the world.
Yeah, and we know there's a lot of people out there just like us who love traveling, and we just can't do it right now because of the situation. So we thought today we'd make a video about some of our top tips of how to cope with taking a break from travel.
So if you are just tuning in, my name is Rachel.
And I'm Ben.
And we are the Map Pinners.
On this channel, we make videos about travel tips, inspiration, and we also show you some of our own travels as well. So if you like videos like this one, make sure to give it a like down below and subscribe to our channel for more like this. But without further ado, here are our tips.
Tip number 1, plan for your next trip. You know, whether it's a week trip, a month trip, or even a year-long trip, start putting those ideas down on paper or on your computer to actually start turning those dreams into a reality.
Yeah, think about the things that you want to do when you're there. So list them all out, whether that's the food you want to eat, the activities you want to do while you're there. Just put it all down on paper. It's just a really fun activity, and also it's a plan that you can use once we're able to travel again.
Exactly. Use sources like Kayak to start looking at flight options to see roughly what the prices are, how many hours it takes to get to that destination, or look at other travel bloggers. I mean, you could get some really good inspiration on YouTube.
Tip number 2, journal about some of your past travels. So while they're still fresh in your mind and while you're still daydreaming about them, get those down, whether it's on paper or with a video journal, like a YouTube channel. So it's a great way to etch your travel memories on to something more permanent, so you can take a look back at it later and also relay those experiences to others like we do with this channel here.
That was great.
Thank you.
I loved that.
Perfect.
Number 3, save, save, save. So, because you are home right now, it is actually a really good time to just save your money. The more that you save right now, the better that your trip in the future might potentially be.
Number 4, teach yourself a new language. So there are many awesome opportunities while you're home and just, being home to learn something new. And learning a new language, especially for travelers, is such a great skill to have. So there are many great things you can use to learn a new language. Duolingo is one I always love. Quizlet for making flashcards, which are always helpful. And also, watch videos on YouTube. So I always love watching children's videos because one, the language is easier to understand, and it's also just a really fun way to learn a new language. So I've learned German, so I always have a fun German video. Check out Löwenzahn if you are learning German. But learning a new language, definitely do it while you're in self-quarantine.
Number 5, take time to interact with people from around the world. So whether it be an old high school friend or somebody that you met on a trip, just send them a message, FaceTime with them, just really connect with them. Some of my examples are like, I've been talking with people in China when I actually taught there for a year. I've also been talking to some of my friends that I met when I was in Sri Lanka, but I've also been connecting with old high school people that just live across the country.
Yeah, and as you're making those travel plans, like we said in tip number 1, they're great people to share those travel plans with because maybe you're taking a trip soon and you can invite those people along.
Yeah, daydream together. If you haven't met anybody that's across the globe or lives in a different place than you right now, start connecting with people on social media. So start a conversation with them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and just start to get to know them. Ask how they're doing in their country when they're also dealing with the same crazy environment that we have right now. It's a good way to meet new friends and learn about other cultures and other people around the world just like you would when you're traveling.
Absolutely. Tip number 6, find ways to just enjoy being home. So as hard as it is to say it, we're gonna be home for a while anyway, so you might as well enjoy the time while you're here.
This is very true. So we live in a pretty small apartment, but we are very creative, I would say, at making the best of the situation.
That's right.
So whether that is having a movie marathon, cooking a lot, actually whipping out the guitar that you always said that you're gonna play and you never play, we're doing it.
Absolutely.
What else?
Yeah, or just starting a new project to keep your mind busy. So we have this YouTube channel. This is something we're gonna be working on a lot, but also just as we said, writing, journaling, any of that sort of stuff that you can really dip your mind into while you're home.
Exactly. There you go. Those are our tips for how to cope with not being able to travel for a while. If you have additional comments or ideas for tips on how to cope, then make sure to add them to the comments below, as well as please give this video a like, as well as subscribe.
So thank you again for watching. We really appreciate every time you check out these videos, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye! Enjoy your time at home!